Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Max. I am back with another video. Hey, welcome to part 8. 8, 9. Welcome to part 9. So, where was we? Oh yeah, I was locked down where I am. How could I forget? I'm in the corridors, pacing. The next morning, I felt a bit better, but not a lot better. Wait, no. Let's get on to the night. I forgot the night. So basically, when I finally got back in my room, I went to my ligature again. So they had to sit with me all night, put me on a 1-to-1, but I was took off in the morning when the day staff were in. Yeah, which I hated 1-to-1s, so it was pissing me off that I was on one. A 1-to-1 was when someone sits with you and they can't leave your sight. Like, they have to be able to see you, because otherwise they're not doing it properly, which I've experienced many times. Next morning was okay, not too bad, but I started to self-harm a bit. I would refuse to go to education, as I do, because that's me. I never went to education until the end. Like, I just couldn't bring myself to go to education. They called it education, but that is what it is. It's in the name. I don't need to explain education, because that is education. Oh yeah, one night, me and 2 other girls, we got together and we realised we could pull the strings out from the door. So we did that and it opened. So we ran in. No one noticed for ages until they could hear us banging on the door. One of us was trying to break the window, 2 of us was trying to break the door. I smashed the glass in, I smashed the bottom of the door in. This L also kicked the bottom of the door in to a point where the metal bit came out, and A took that and ran to our room with it before the staff could get. And me and Elle got a load of glass and we hid it, and we had it, and we got restrained to our rooms. It was serious that we had to be restrained to our rooms. And once I got there, I started self-harming. So did Elle. I had some in my mouth in case they came to try and take it off me. I think Elle might have as well, but I don't know. I don't think she might have done, but I don't think she did. And basically, we were just self-harming most of the night. They had to call back up, and I ran into the lounge and I started spraying it in paint. Like, I basically redecorated the whole room. It was fun at the time. I felt a bit bad after, like, the next morning. But a staff member I knew came. He was like, "You better not be involved in this." And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of am." Like, he was pretty much like, "Don't, like, stay out of it. Yes, you may have started it, but just stay out of the rest of it. You don't want to end up like these 2 are going to end up." they strip searched A and L. I found the staff, took it off them. They were gonna strip search me, but they decided not to in the end because they believed that I had nothing. And then a police officer came in and she basically searched me, but she didn't strip search me. So that was good. At least I didn't get strip searched. And yeah. And then that was pretty much over. They took all the paints out of the lounge though. And one night, this is another time, I don't remember which order this was, like whether it was before or after that. But I was cutting in my room with the top of a paintbrush, like velvet. I was using that to self-harm with. And basically, staff came in and they wanted to take it, so I put it in my mouth and swallowed it. Disgusting, I know, probably unhygienic, but still, it's what I did. It was a spare of the moment thinking pad. So I was like, well, they can't get it if I swallow it. Then me being dumb does that. It's because they were messing with my mouth at the time, so I decided to just swallow it. Just instead of them having it. And then I ended up going to hospital, being put on 1-to-1. I was leaving that day, so I spent most of the night with her until the ambulance came to take me to hospital. The ambulance came, did their observations and that, but due to the nature of what had happened, they decided to take me into hospital in Bristol, the main hospital that probably everyone goes to in Bristol. I went there. It had some pretty rings outside it, to be fair. They're like big rings, but they were pretty. I went to hospital. I sat around for a few hours. One of my 1-to-1s was basically asleep. Like, their job is to watch me, and they're there basically asleep. The other one is there on their phone listening to Pokemon. I don't judge, it's just the fact that he was playing Pokemon in when he should be watching me, because she was asleep pretty much. A was asleep. Like, A was flipping asleep. How irresponsible. And T was just there on his phone watching Pokemon. I was a bit like, what the fuck? I could just run away and you wouldn't be able to catch me. I could be like, catch me if you can. I could have done that, but I didn't because I'm a good human. After waiting around a few hours, a woman came to see me. They asked me a few questions. Felt if it hurt anywhere, because it might hurt, you know. Then after about 10 minutes, we went to the x-ray room. Went in. Got an x-ray after having to get changed like twice, or maybe 3 times. And yeah, then we waited like half an hour for the results to come back in. This is like at 5 in the morning. And basically, the results came back fine, so I could go. So she filled out my discharge papers. She asked me if it was to try and commit suicide. I was like, no. Because it wasn't, it was just a spare for my mum. I then went back to the ward. We waited like 10-20 minutes for a taxi. Got in the taxi, went back to the ward. I went straight to the lounge to see if anyone was still awake because they were planning on doing an all-nighter. I was still awake, so I went and saw her and I said goodbye, my goodbyes, just in case I was asleep. So yeah, and I think I did fall asleep, but they got me up and was like, "I'm leaving." So I got out of bed, went to see her, say goodbyes again, went back to bed as soon as I done that. I didn't do this thing called the tunnel, which they do. Yeah. Another time. Oh yeah, one time I was struggling. Oh, I just wanted to die. I thought pens had toxins in it. How dumb was I? So I decided I was going to swallow the ink out of the pen. All that happened was I got colourful lips. I was being so stupid. Like, I had swallowed pen ink thinking it was going to intoxicate me. Nothing happened. I just started feeling ill there at one point, and my favourite nurse A was on, and she checked me over a little bit, checked I was okay. I was like, I feel really ill. She just told me to get some rest. I think it did intoxicate me, but I don't think I had enough to kill me. Yes, bear in mind this was an S attempt. I don't want to say the word. That's why I'm just going to say S attempt. And yeah, that's it for this part. Catch you next one.